Hi, today I want to talk to you about beets. They're awesome. Some people may think they taste like dirt, like me, but the way I'm going to teach you how to prepare them today, they don't taste like dirt. They're really actually very good. So, and that's pickling them. So there's several ways you can eat beets. You can juice them, which again you need to have lots of other flavors in there so it doesn't taste like dirt. At least that's my take on it. You can roast them and you can steam them, but my favorite is pickling them. Now, a lot of times when you're pickling beets, people use white vinegar. Well, that's really not good for your digestive system. It actually kills the good gut bacteria. So today we're going to use apple cider vinegar, which is actually extremely good for your digestion. So that's what we're going to use today in place of that. And a lot of people will use white sugar. We are going to use coconut sugar. It is low glycemic and it's not quite as sweet, but it works just as well. And I don't like mine overly sweet, but I just need enough sugar and vinegar to get that dirt taste out of my mouth. So these are actually really good. I love beets because you can snack on them. You can have them as a side dish or, you know, lots of other things. You can throw them on salads. I personally like to just eat them by themselves as a snack. So it's a really great go-to if I don't know what to eat and maybe I don't want to go for chips. I'm going to go for the beets. So what I did today was I took 3 beets, as you can see there, and whoop, I got a roll away beet. I boiled them in this pan for about an hour today, and you just want to make sure that you stick your knife in kind of like a potato and make sure it comes out nice and easy. You don't want it to be smushy. You just kind of want it to, the knife to come in and out real easy. So I have actually peeled these 2 beets. Now, when you get them at the store, you're going to see, hopefully, you're going to see beet greens sticking out of them, and sometimes you'll see a little tail on the bottom of them. I already cut the tail off, and I cut the tops off, the greens. You can actually eat the beet greens, throw them in your salad, put them in a smoothie. You can do lots of things with those as well. Those 2 would be the ones I would prefer. So I cut those off so I could boil them today. So I just kind of wanted to show you what that beet is going to look like. Okay. So I've already taken these 2 and I've peeled them. So I never peel them until after they're cooked because you're going to get some of those nutrients in it. Now, a lot of times when I'm making my beets, I will have leftover beet water in my pan. I dumped it this time. A lot of times I will keep some of it in there. But it's okay because the vinegar and the sugar will create their own juices, and you don't need a lot when you're pickling them. So you can do a few things. You can slice your beets if you like bigger slices. Makes it nice and easy and quick to prepare. Or, like I cut them into smaller chunks because I just eat them with a spoon and it's nice and easy. Or if you just like to throw the whole slice in your mouth and drop it on a fork, it's really easy as well. I think that if you cut them into smaller pieces, it pickles quicker. So if you're in a hurry, so I just cut these up. This is super simple, super easy, but you will have red fingers. So I would not recommend maybe doing this on the day you're getting ready to go out on a date and you want to look nice and cute because your fingers are going to be, pink. Or if you're getting ready to, have a manicure, I wouldn't do that. So I'm just going to slice these up and we're going to put them in the pan. Now, beets are really great because they're low in calorie, about 44 calories per beet. They will help to keep your blood pressure in check, as well as they improve your athletic performance by increasing oxygen. So it's great for, recovery time. It also is great for digestion because it has a lot of fiber in it, and we all need that. Most of us don't get enough fiber in our diet if we're not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And I would say 4 to 7 servings a day would be where you want to, where you're safe. 4 is good. That's the minimum. Maximum, I'd say about 7. And a serving is about a cup. So whether it's raw or cooked. They also help for brain health because this increases blood flow and oxygen. So that's super important, especially as we get older. It also helps to fight inflammation, which is good for a plethora of different things. Most people have a lot of inflammation in their body and don't even realize it. And then it's also great, some people say for, preventing cancer. So I like beets. I think they're awesome. And there is a healthier way to make them, and that's with apple cider vinegar and the coconut sugar. So I'm going to take the beets. I've got them in my pan. Now I already have some coconut sugar put out in my bowl. I don't measure it. I just throw it in there and figure it out as I go. So I just toss some. And to be honest with you, I don't have the specific measurements on how much calories is per coconut sugar. We'll save that for another video. And then I just take my apple cider vinegar and I pour it in here. And I just want enough just to kind of cover them a little bit. Stir that up. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, so you see there's the beets and it's got the juice in it. And again, it's just the apple cider vinegar and the coconut sugar. And it smells very much like apple cider vinegar. But once it starts to cook, and I'll let it cook maybe 30 minutes or so, just to get those flavors to meld, or I just do it until I feel like it's good enough. I'm a very old-fashioned kind of cook. I just, whatever works for me. I don't use a timer all the time, and I don't use measurements all the time, kind of like how your grandma used to cook. That's kind of how I cook. I didn't used to, but I do now. So just let it cook until you like the flavor. If you think it's too vinegary, add a little bit more sugar. If you think it's too sweet, add a little bit more vinegar. It's pretty easy. You can't really mess this stuff up, but it's really good for you, and it's tasty, and it's a good way to eat beets. It's my favorite way. So enjoy yourself. Live well, be well, stay well. Bye.